Hey everyone, this is Malik with Cloud Adoption Solutions, and today we're going to be using Flow to build a stage tracker or a status tracker, whichever one you call it in your org, that's fine. Now, you would primarily use a stage tracker to um, figure out the time and the date that a record enters a specific stage. So, to prepare for this video, what you should have already set up, you should have the files, you should have the fields that you're going to be using to put the date and time into. So you should create these on the object that you're trying to put this stage tracker on. And to basically do that, you would just go to your fields, and then you can make a date time field. And then let's see the next stage. So I have up to analysis. So proposal, price quote is the next one. And so you can just enter this field. I mean, you can just name this field whatever you would want. As long as you want to name it something that you'll be able to recognize what it's going to be used for. And we'll go to next. I will hit save. All right, so I'm only going to do a couple. I won't do all the stages that I already have set up, but once you put that field on the page, let's just make sure, refresh, so make sure that it goes on the page layout. All right. So once you have all your fields set up for each stage, you want to make one field for each stage. Then you're going to go to Flow, and we're going to build a new flow. This flow that we're going to use to do this automation will be a record triggered flow. And we're going to put it on the opportunity. And so the flow will activate or trigger every time a record is created or if a record gets updated. And we want to set entry criteria because if we only leave it blank, then every time any field on the record gets updated, then this flow would run. But we don't want it to run that many times. We only want it to run when the stage. We only want to run when the stage is changed. And so we'll set that to true. So if the stage name is changed, then run this flow. And then we also want to add another one for new records. So if the stage is null, set that to true as well. And then so we'll put the condition to or. So if either of these statements are true, then the flow will run. And we'll click done. All right. I don't know about you, but I like using freeform. If you like using auto layout, that's fine too. So now we'll put a decision element on the board. That way we can direct the flow to update the specific field that needs to be updated. So name it current stage. All right. So to update this, let me put this over here. So for each decision element, I'm just going to name it exactly what the field name is, so I don't get confused on what I'm trying to on what field I'm trying to update. So this is record. So if the stage equals prospecting, then it will go down that route. And so we're going to do that for every field. We're going to do that for every stage that we have built out. So now right, we have this. Oh, we got it more. Right. Okay, so you see, we're on the challenge. And so we'll connect that. Then we'll connect the start to our decision element, and then we'll put all the update records. So this is also going to be the same. I'm going to name it prospecting, like so since it's an update record, I'll just update something like that, and then so, all right, so we'll enter. Yeah, so this is our created field, entered prospecting. Our custom field, the custom date time field that we have here. And in this field, you want to put in, you want to go to flow and enter the current date time. Click done. And when you do that, you want to connect it to your decision element. And this is why I said you should make sure to label your decision elements so they correspond to the stage that you're connecting it to, because we are selecting the specific outcome to attach it to the update element. So the prospecting element, we're going to connect with the prospecting outcome. We're going to connect that to the prospecting update element. So when this flow gets triggered, as long as one of the stages is being updated, or if the record is being created as a new record, then it would trigger this flow and it will go to this decision element, and then we'll enter. It'll check if the field on the stage is prospecting, and if it is, it will go down this route. And so we're going to do that for each and every stage that we have set up. So after prospecting, we got qualification. Right, and after that, hit the save button, and we gotta name it. So let's say stage tracker. And then good thing to do is always label what object the flow is running on. So opportunity stage tracker. All right. So after we are done with that, we're just going to hit activate, and let's test it out. So if we put it in qualifications, we're just going to throw it in a couple of the stages so that the flow will run. And as we look down here, all of them are getting updated. So now prospecting isn't updated, but that is because it was already in the prospecting stage. So it didn't get the flow didn't get a chance to update this field. But if we put it back in the prospecting stage, entered proposal. So we're supposed to do entered prospecting. Okay. See, even though it's tedious, you gotta make sure to pay attention to the little details, or else you'll miss something like that. So we'll save the second version and activate the second version. Okay. So if we go back, and now we have the prospecting stage. All right. Thanks for watching today. If you found this video helpful, please give us a thumbs up and remember to subscribe to our channel for more Salesforce tips and tricks. We are Cloud Adoption Solutions. Please feel free to reach out to us for any of your Salesforce needs.